Hello, 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 everyone. Mike Arnold, real quick here. Great. Hey, Tesla Force, glad you're back. It's been a long time no speak. Great new intro. Thank you. Again, Ken made it. Hey, wavy. Wow, deep red. Love the new intro. Great. Thank you. So, we are, again, when you see Ken Susi in here, he made the intro. Give him some props with that. Gap down. We had to prepare for both sides of the market and gap down. Again, we gap below the 4282, this area right here. Let me show you. Let me get to a shorter term chart. So this was the first area we were watching for support. Gap open just above it, but then right through it. Now sitting at this 4254 level in the S&P. Again, now this area, especially this gap open, 4,300 is where it opens, becomes resistance. If it does get above there, going back to 43, 44, just watching a correct little stuff that's going on with that gap open because of Ukraine and Russia. I have not checked all the credit markets yet, but that's the key area. So if we rally back above 4,300, I will watch for a return to this 43, 44. Nasdaq, a big gap down and a lot of selling in the Nasdaq. Let's take a look at that. So gap above this 37.5% level, but then we were watching from our earlier video about 13,765 below that right now. So that becomes your first level of resistance. Just a reminder, if we get back above here, 13,974 becomes the next level of resistance. First level of support is about 13,595. Just doing a quick recap for people. It's not panic selling yet. This is, we have a big red bar. Again, it's only the first couple minutes. This is really not panic selling. And we are still within the move up from Thursday and Friday, although we did gap pretty much on the Nasdaq to where we opened on Friday. Let's just double check that S&P, and we gapped even above where we opened on Friday. You already see the bounce. Look, this is why you would do your levels beforehand. We had 42, 54, 75, 42, 55 already bouncing and now toying with this prior area we identified. So we're going to have to keep watching this, but I just wanted to check in and see what the markets were doing at this point. So at this point, hold on, whoa. The S&P is down 2.5%, 2.25%. The Nasdaq down, going in on down almost 3%. The Dow only down, again, that's going to be the safest stuff, 1.25%. Now some selling is resumed. So we shall have to see. There's nothing to panic about yet. Again, don't get into panic mode. Hopefully the earlier live stream helped you because you can already see the levels we identified are working quite well. We're going to have to wait for, this is the Asian session and first futures open. So some people are repositioning themselves right off, but even with the Asian session kicking in, it will be really interesting once Europe opens. Once Europe opens, that's going to be the next major telling move. Let's check in on crude. Crude gap up, big gap up. Remember, the close was 91.59, and we opened back at 94.99, and now we're rallying up very strongly. If you remember from the last live stream, for the people who watched it, if you wanted to touch base with that, remember we're in an advanced clear path move, and the key resistance is about 99.45 to about 99.74, and then the most recent highs. At this point, your support level, if it retraces somewhat, is 95.50 to about 95.78, but this is a very strong crude market. Let's take a look at the notes. Look at this. All right, look at that first level. Look at that level. 127.13.5 so far, the high 127.14.5 already identified. So we're watching that on a continued rally. Remember, now that we see where notes are coming in, if they continue rallying, this is a flight to safety with any kind of treasuries in the U.S. So we'll take a look at that yield curve. The next key level on a rally is about 127.23. Would not ignore the 50, but the next major is 128.5. Let's take a look at that the yield curve. Let's take a look at the yield curve while we're on this. So the 10-7s flattening even more, going closer back here. You can see the 10-7s. Remember, they were slightly negative, moving up, and now heading is roughly flat, but I'm going to be watching to see where they end up relative to the 0 line. The 10, where's my 10-5s? 10-5s down slightly, but there's still this potential double bottoming pattern for a continued steepening. I'm just going to have to see how that plays out. I'm going back to look at a couple other things, and I'll look at some comments. Let's take a look at that dollar index. Dollar index actually down slightly. So this other resistance level, 92.25.5, look at that, holding nicely back down below 96.71. So the euro, let's check in on the euro USD. Euro USD, we're going to use this one. Okay, Euro USD heading lower. Heading lower, sitting here against this harmonic level. Remember, we spiked down on the 25th of February. That's why it's always good to put these levels on your chart. And we talked about this. This was from a couple of weeks ago. These channel lines identified by Bob. And we're breaking below that channel line, sitting right now at the harmonic. The next retest, if the euro US dollar goes lower, 111, I'd go 111.20 would be my next level. And then if it really gets pressured, 110.50. 110.50 would be the next level. Let's check in on gold. Gold up as expected, only coming in against this 25% retracement harmonic for before. I actually thought gold would be up a little more. We'll have to see how that continues to rally. Remember, there is some overhead resistance in here, and gold's still not picking up some traction long term because we're in this congestion area. If you want to hear my whole commentary on gold, again, I'm a long-term gold bull. Silver, actually a little stronger than gold on the move so far, and you see silver up 2.79 to 1.96 with gold, but both, you know, up decent. I'm going to really have to watch to make sure they can get a rally on. Let's see. Hello, Christoph. Again, if you have any more info from what's going on over there, please let me know. Thank you again. Ken made the new intro. Thank you so much, Ken. And Wavy loves the new intro. Christoph, I really appreciate you being here and staying awake. So now you can pretty much go to bed. You know we've gapped down. Again, now we're sort of picking up a little more steam, but we still haven't, the S&P has not hit Friday's lows, and that's the one I'm really keying off of. Nasdaq will continue to be probably slightly weaker and more volatile. Dow is holding up the best, which is to be expected, but I'm still going to be keying off mostly the S&P. Interesting enough, Russell still inside bar for Friday, so watch Friday's low for all you people tracking the Russell. Let's see what else we have. Tesla congratulates Ken, major gap down. Will they fill it like Thursday is the question. Futures are deep red. They're not deep red, but you know, it's down. The big thing, I think this was an overextended ramp up between Thursday and Friday, so this is just retracing part of it. Other thing you can do, I didn't do this on my other one, but let's check that key 62.5 from this rally. So what you're going to want to do, and again, I went into somewhat of an explanation on that. Let me change the color on this real quick so we can see what it looks like. The key area to really pay attention to, so we haven't even gone on the S&P, we haven't even got back to that 50% retracement of this up move. So if you want some signs overnight, really watch this 50% retracement right now, 42.44, and then especially if we break below the 62.5, keep an eye on that. I'll just do this quick additional analysis for everyone. Nasdaq's not, I mean, it's holding above the 37.5. The 50%, look at this triple cluster right there, about 13,585. That's the key area, again, reinforced by this move. And the Dow, see, this is not as bad as I thought. Now, it will really remain to see what happens with the European Open, and we're still early for futures repositioning. Key area of the Dow now is this 33 33.70 to 33.1 is a key level. And then the 62.5 level is 32.860. Sorry, let's see. Yeah, it's down nearly 3%, but this, based off the rally that we saw Thursday, Friday, which I thought was overdone, this actually isn't as bad a reaction, and I will stress that yet. So if you're watching on replay, we're only 12 minutes into the futures open, but I wanted to get everybody on here so we could get at least an assessment and see how those levels were holding. And you can see even the significant level, this 33,400 on the Dow back above it. It's going to be really interesting. I'll have to do a live stream tomorrow. PA futures, sure, we can do that. Palladium. See, not panicking. Yes, they are a major exporter, but nothing panic. I mean, they're at really strong highs for recent, but it's already starting to backfill. So there's still not panic in the streets yet. There is not panic in the streets. Based off of this, did we check on grains yet? No, we did not. We got to check on grains, if I can click on the right thing. First, wheat. See, wheat. Oh, wheat's not open yet. Sorry. Wheat is not open yet. The grains are not open. I forgot about that. I was so excited with the overall. The financials are open, so I'll have to check on grains when they do open. What else do we have? Let's get back to that S&P. Major sell coming. I think we close below yearly lows tomorrow. It could happen. Again, we've got a lot of price action to close through. Last time we gapped down, big Monday, we went much lower. And again, and the macro, as I said before, is going to trump the micro. There might be a little push and pull tomorrow based off this reaction so far with still month end. I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to keep monitoring this for the next couple hours, then eat some dinner, probably go to bed slightly earlier, and then I am setting my alarm for 1 Central, and I will probably be up between 1 and 3 Central to watch what's going on in Europe. And then I will be up again early. I'll take another couple hours rest and be up again at 5. I will do a live stream tomorrow on the open. All right, everyone, I will do a live stream tomorrow on the open. I will put in Discord, if I have to do it a little earlier, I have to get one of my dogs to the vet right when they open, and they open at 8:30 tomorrow Central. So it's going to be challenging for me to trade the open, but I can try it from my phone. But I will get on a live stream because then we'll reevaluate the European session and be able to help position everybody for the trading day tomorrow. I will do a morning stream. It might be a little earlier. I might have to do it 15 minutes earlier, and I can always do it. With the new intro, we have a longer and a shorter intro, so I can always do it with a shorter intro. I will put it in Discord. If I remember, I'll do a community post. Let's check in on Crude. See, Crude's already pulling back a bit. There is not panic yet. There is not panic on the futures open. Okay, we're already seeing selling coming in. Now, again, we have the gap open, and for the longer term people, you know how you do gap open analysis, but you're already seeing some selling coming in. So we're not getting momentum to the upside follow through just yet. That's what I'm going to be watching for. No worries. I just have a feeling the opening price at ES and NQ will be they will be very different from now. But you still have all of Europe, and Europe trading is going to really start driving this home. Europe open. Watch. I know Christoph's in Europe and he's going to bed now, but he's going to be up for the open, and he's going to be, hopefully he'll be able to also shed some light on anything going on in Europe tomorrow morning. And then we will prepare ourselves for the U.S. Open of whether there's going to be a potential reversal move, whatever happens in Europe, or whether there's going to be a follow-through move. By the way, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, ringing that bell, and hitting the like button. Longer term viewers and members, please continue to like the videos and take some extra time out in your day to leave some comments. With that, everybody else have a wonderful rest of their Sunday evening. I really appreciate everybody who could attend live, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.